hello there! Please... Stars above. Finally, someone with a bit of sense to them. Please, traveler, help out a fair trader, aye? Bloody Argonians, that's what happened. A gang of mad lizards, hissing and spitting their crazy chants. They stole every flask of my stock and fled up to the cave on the hill. I'm a brave mer. I'll walk the ashlands. But I'm not suicidal. How do you think? I'm a respected trader with the Darkvale Trading Costa, one of the largest importers and exporters in the Southern Isles. Get those potions back, and I'll make it worth your while. Don't worry about me. I'll be waiting here with these rented guar, my carts, and the stench of decomposing guards. No rush. One of the largest merchant concerns in the Aldmeri Dominion. The Costa runs trade out of the Isle of Oridorn. I was sent here by my masters to secure a compact with the Dark Elven House Drez. Things have not gone according to plan. The city of Kraganmore. The head of House Drez sent the master traders of Skywatch a missive indicating his interest in commerce. And thus, ever the faithful servant, I am here. I'm not sure what to tell you. When the beast struck our little convoy, I hid beneath the cart. I only came out once they'd gone. I hired these guards to keep me safe, but, well, I find myself wishing I'd contracted a higher class of sellsword. on the side! Ah, you're back. Do you have my goods? By the hoary hosts of Oriel, thank you. If I'd arrived in Kraganmore empty-handed, I don't think it would have gone well for me. Go with the thanks of this humble trader and his masters in the Darkvale Trading Costa. Thanks again for retrieving my wares, traveler. I'll make for Kraganmore soon enough.
Ho, Outlander! Will you hear my plea? Renegades from my tribe are besieging the Tribunal Temple at Iliath. Our wise woman needs help persuading our Ashkon this is a terrible mistake. If he won't listen, she must. We Ashlanders just don't ignore the advice of our wise women. Our Ashkon defying her wishes? It's wrong. Please, if you can help, seek her north of the temple.
you come bearing a sword, or are your palms open to the sky? Then you know the shape of the problem. Our Ashkan has laid siege to the Tribunal Temple. He knows I disapprove. He rallied the hot-headed warriors of our tribe while I was meditating. He snuck out while my back was turned. The monks must understand we are not their enemy. Take an offering of herbs and potions. The Ashkan took our store to his camp. His renegades are protecting them. Fight through them. Take the medicine. Deliver it to the temple. Can you do this? He acts against my wishes, but he is still our Ashkan, the patriarch of our tribe. I keep the Kagesh tribe moral and wise. He keeps them safe and strong. He is our right arm and sharpened steel. All his followers are my children. I would have him give up this folly and rejoin us. We should live in peace, far from the houseman. If he won't listen to me, I'll have to step away from his side. So understand me, Outlander. If I must order Zedak's death, I've failed.
badly. Losing strength.
I need help. Am I dying?
You poison them. Ashlanders are all the same.
I'm sorry. I don't believe I know you. Our wise woman sent you? By Azora, you couldn't have come at a better time. Let me see what you have. I'll take the herbs to Curate Brethis. As for you, there are many injured soldiers here. Take the drafts and use them on the dying. Meet me in the main temple complex. It's up the stairs to the southwest. I'll be speaking with Curate Brethis. Brethis is supposed to be wise for a houseman. Surely I can get him to see reason, even if this guar-brained ordinator won't.
The curate insists I treat this heretic like an ambassador. I don't know why. Those are her people outside screaming for our blood. I'd rather cut her head off and kick it over the wall to her barbarian kin. That would send a message.
This is going to heal, right? Help me. Wounded.
Another stranger in my temple? You must be the Ashlander's chosen emissary. Though violence still threatens our sanctuary, I am grateful. I know Hedrana, and I know we both desire peace. What can we do to gather it in our arms? There's a long history of bad blood between the Ashlanders and our order. Hedrana and I can't impose peace on our followers, however we might feel. If we could stem the tide of violence, even for a moment, who would respond? The Pact holds the Covenant at bay. The only troops they've sent are their wounded and dying. You've helped the grievously injured, but wounded soldiers can't protect us. There is still a source of power left to us, the Tribunal. Perhaps the three will show us a way through these trying times. Go to the sanctuary on this floor and pray at the shrine. Perhaps the Tribunal will answer you.
I am glad Brethis understands the wise woman's good intentions. Now, if only everyone would see as they do. We've been fighting with the housemen for centuries. I suppose fear is to be expected.
Ah, it's you again. The child whose soul was stolen. My lady Almalexia is grateful for the aid you gave disciple Sildras. My lady has many responsibilities to her children. Is Iliath more important than the Covenant invasion? Than Molag Bal's schemes? Than a mother struggling to give birth in Mournhold? Or a father praying for his sick child's life in Sedanin? Even if they do attack, everyone here will still die someday. Even you, child. One night, you will close your eyes and never return to Tamriel. The Tribunal does not offer immortality, nor does it shield the reverent from the trials of life. Ah, now that is a wiser question. Almalexia bids me to say this. Go to the chapel below this temple. Take ashes from the urns of Narathran and Faryon. Scatter them in the eternal flames beneath the northern and southern towers. The Ordinators will appear before you. You must earn their respect. Long ago, Narathran and Faryon were guard captains who gave their lives to defend Iliath. Defeat them in combat, and they'll aid in your defense of Iliath. Suppose a Mer asked you for aid against an enemy he could not defeat alone. If you can defeat him in battle, he's weak, and he wants you to solve problems for him. If he can defeat you, he's strong, and his need is genuine.
Who calls me? Stand and fight!
I will help defend the walls.
Who dares take my ashes? I am beaten. You have my aid.
This is taking forever.
Merciful healing mother, what is that dreadful noise? Truly, the three have touched this temple. The spirits of past Ordinators now guard our walls. Peace at last. Now, if only... Wait, who is that?
Curate! Curate! Ashlanders have tunneled under the walls! We're all doomed. Almalexia, save us! The Ashlanders are inside the temple. They've broken through an old storage tunnel under the hillside. We'll all be killed! They got in behind the temple building to the southwest. Ordinator Nethys has taken command of its defenses. Even with the spirits and healed soldiers, I fear we'll be overrun. This is a fight for our lives.
Please, there's another way. It doesn't have to end like this. Not with another slaughter. Not with more blood between us. They attack because they don't know Hedrana disapproves. I'd hope to avoid this, but there's no choice. I would like to give you an artifact. Hedrana gave it to me as a last resort. I don't know. The wise woman spoke into it. When you activate it, her image appears and repeats what she said. If you use it near Zidak's Ashlanders, they should let you pass. Our Ashkan acts against the wishes of our wise woman. If his duplicity was known to our people, they'd never trust him again. It would destroy him. He does what he thinks is best for us. It's difficult to explain to outsiders. The Ashkan is the father of our tribe. Would you want to learn that your father is a liar? That he puts his desire for revenge above your family's safety? I admire your strength. If I couldn't trust my father's wisdom, I'd feel lost. Where would I turn for counsel? I'm sorry, this isn't your concern. She didn't say. I've seen similar devices in collections of dwarven relics. I don't know why the wise woman would have such a thing. The dwarves were sinful people who wallowed in selfish curiosity.
Ah, it's you. Good. We need someone here who can get things done. We've repelled the Ashlanders' first assault. It's only a matter of time before they launch another one. I have to give them credit. Breaching the tunnel was a creative approach. Fortunately for us, the Ashlanders are lousy engineers. The support beam's holding open the breach. I can hear them cracking from here. It would be easy to knock them down, if you had the tools to do it. The temple monks do a good deal of manual labor here, gardening and such like. Look in their quarters. Those outbuildings back behind the temple, a pickaxe would work. You're right, it's not the safest plan. That's why we'd like you to weaken the supports, not knock them down outright. If you can use a bit of finesse, they won't collapse before you hit the last one. I think that's obvious. You need to get out as fast as you can.
Heed me, Kargish warriors. I bid you let this one pass unharmed.
What is it?
one pass unharmed. Heed me, Kargish warriors. I bid you let this one pass unharmed. Heed me, Kargish warriors.
What is it?
I bid you let this one pass unharmed.
You've won nothing, dog. To me, warriors! Run!
This Dunmer is...
You really do want to help. An outlander willing to give us a chance. Well, wonders never cease. Zadak's fatal flaw was rage, not cowardice. Now there is no male in our tribe fit to take his place. Some of the housemen at the temple want revenge. They will hunt our people, so Tyrannot and I are leaving. We'll quit this place soon and disappear into the wastes again. The housemen will hunt us. They always do, but they won't catch us. Bid farewell to Tyrannot if you wish. May your kills be quick and many, traveler.
It's all going wrong. The cycle has begun anew with hate and bloodshed. Curate Brethys wanted peace, but the others... I had to run. What happened in the cave? Where is the Ashkan? He'll be mourned. He was the father of us all. In spirit, I mean. I wish he could have let go of his anger. I hated seeing him like that. To you, what passes between Ashlanders and House Dunmer is distant news. They oppress us, we retaliate. For you, it's all rather abstract, but we have to live with it every day. When we go to market, they spit on us and call us heretics. When we pass, they draw their children inside. If our men are beaten or our women assaulted, the first question the Ordinators ask is, what did you do to provoke this?
Last year, the Ashkan's daughter was murdered. The attackers were known, but the Ordinators did nothing. When her brother complained, they slit his throat.
What will become of me?
Of them! He killed them all! They're all dead! My unit was sent here because a stable boy made it to Ebonheart and reported a slave revolt. Oh, God! He put butchered them. He killed his own soldiers. Olaf Stormwall, my commander. Something happened while I was away patrolling the road. When I came back to report, he was covered in blood. He was butchering Kalendi. He saw me and came at me. He's up the road. I need to get out of here.
Say something. Speak before I hack you apart. Good. It's not inside you. Listen to me. There's some horror making copies of people. It kills you, then makes a copy of your body for its own. But it's not a perfect copy. It can't mimic speech. I had to do it. They were changing. You think I'm mad? See for yourself. I was in the cellar of that stable. It leapt into one of my troops, and I trapped it down there. Go in and introduce yourself. I did. Look, I don't know how this thing works. All I know is it climbs inside people. It kills them and then creates a double. When you kill the double, it sheds the body and runs. If it needs a new place to hide, these burned corpses won't be it.
Have you seen my husband? We got separated when those Khajiiti animals started rioting. This is all their fault. The hauntings, the destroyed crops, the ruin of a beautiful home. They're foul-smelling animals. I told Tyrell that catmen make poor slaves. And then there's that monster. They brought it here. Rashada summoned it. He's some kind of shaman. My husband broke up a ritual that Catman was performing a few nights ago. We punished everyone there and confiscated a totem from their makeshift altar. The creature's afraid of that totem. I saw the creature slip into one of our guards. He attacked me, so I panicked and hit him with the totem. He wailed and ran off. I should have kept that totem with me. In all the chaos, I left it in our bedroom.
What did you see? Speak, curse you! That's about what I figured. Run along, pup. Go hide. I'll handle this. If the monster catches you, well, I'll have to kill a copy of your corpse.
There's something wrong with Tyrell. I'm afraid to go near him. No, I don't believe you. I know that's him. There's just something wrong with him.
I heard Rivali scream. She said you chased it down here. I took a swing at it, but it got away. She's upstairs crying over her husband's corpse. Go on up there. If her husband starts to move, kill him with fire.
We were going to expand the plantation. We wanted to trade the useless catmen for some strong Bretons and Redguards. I want nothing that belonged to that dirty catman Rashada. He brought that monster here. He must know a way to send it back. The catman's inside the barn in the center of the plantation. Maybe he stayed to watch his monster tear us apart. Wicked animal. Here, take the idol. I don't want it near me.
You bring Rashada the idol of the hollow moon, yes? Moons guide you, stranger. Yes, Rashada's beautiful wife, his most precious Jazadi. Their lashes stripped her fur to the bone. She died from their torture. That is why this one called the Dromathra. Rashada regrets this. Trading hate only brings more suffering. If Rashada had many nights, he could explain. We integrate Tamriel's gods with our own so we can blend in. We also do this to amuse ourselves. But there are Khajiit spirits outside Tamriel's pantheon. Dark spirits. They are Dromathra. Use the idol on the dark spirits, then kill them to charge it. While you hold the idol, anything that possesses you will cease to be. This is how we stop the monster. This one must apologize to Rivali. Meet us in her home when the idol is charged.
Rashada asked to be forgiven. The beast blathered about understanding and change. The animal responsible for the death of my Tyrell dared to address me. He spoke of his dead wife and his tortured people. He's mimicking sorrow. But Khajiit are incapable of normal emotions, right? Look at my sweet Tyrell. Rashada must pay for Tyrell's death. You agree with me, right? You believe that? But my Tyrell... Enough. Enough death. The cat went to the stables. Tell Ulov to meet us there. Rashada wanted you to use the totem on some godless altar east of the pumpkin patch. Once you've found Ulov and used the totem, meet us at the stables. He said the ritual would protect you. If you kill the creature while holding the charged totem, it will be destroyed when it tries to possess you. I don't know whether to believe him or not.
I saw a Khajiit run out the door. What's going on? I'm taking orders from a milk-drinking pup and a cat. This should be amusing. I'll be there.
Are you going to free me?
Why should I care about his wife's death? Look at him. He's an animal. He's the enemy. My Tyrell. He took my Tyrell. I didn't see him when I arrived, but he must have been here. Rashada was already bound. Olaf must have... Wait. Olaf? My hands are betraying me. I can't believe I listened to you. Did you kill that monster? Good. But I won't forgive that Khajiit for Tyrell's death. Even if he does forgive me for the death of his wife. But I suppose there's been enough killing. This place was built on suffering. If we continue to enslave other races, they'll never stop rising against us. It took the devastation of my home and the death of my beloved Tyrell to show me this.
Please show mercy to Vahara. She wields no weapons, nor does she harbor ill thoughts against you. Yes, we grew up together in Sensha. Jakur looked after Vahara. He fought the slavers to protect her. They put Vahara in the mines, and Jakur down here. Word came to Vahara that Jakur would start a riot. He did it to be with Vahara again. No. This isn't happening. Please, leave this one to her sorrow.
This is a bad time for Kraganmore, traveler. Are you here on business? If not, you'd best be moving along. Huh. Don't we all? I wish you luck, stranger, but you probably won't find much here. Grandmaster Elmine has been transformed from a bloodthirsty Nixhound into a simpering Gwar. Maybe one of the guardsmen here can tell you more. I want no part of it.
This is a damn disaster! The savior of Davon's Watch and the Viruk Siegebreaker. Thank Vivek you're here. Kraganmore has been taken. Tarnval Indoril entered town at the head of his personal vanguard and demanded an audience with the Grandmaster. Now the vanguard patrols the streets. They command in Kraganmore. I don't know, but when he came out from talking to our Grandmaster, he was in charge. Our house elves and slaves alike are terrified. If you want to help, please speak with our Grandmaster. Maybe he'll listen to a new voice. Please speak to the Grandmaster. He's sure to listen to the hero of Fort Viruk. Everyone who wants to ascend the Tormented Spire must speak to the Grandmaster of Kraganmore. House Drez controls access to the peak. It's an ancient site of magic and blood. Drez holds a magical pattern for a key, a mystical focus that allows you to pass the veil protecting the spire. Only with the key can one make the climb to the summit.
Oh, you startled me.
Be welcome and wallow in the river of humor.
Surely we can compromise on the matter.
Remember, Grandmaster, the urgency of our business.
As you say, Captain. As you say. Who are you? What gives you the... Oh, the hero of Fort Viruk. Honor to you and your house. What brings a war hero of the Ebonheart Pack to distant Kraganmore? I would be more welcoming, but today important matters distract me. Apologies, but the Vanguard demands my attention at the moment. If you have further questions, and I'm sure you do, speak to my Seneschal.
The Grandmaster is very busy today. Move along.
Quickly, friend. Over here.
Caution, stranger. Speak quietly, lest one of the Vanguard hear us. Tarnval Indoril and his Vanguard stopped here on the way to the Tormented Spire. At first, the Grandmaster refused Tarnval access to the mountain. Then Tarnval snapped. He ordered his Vanguard to take the Grandmaster's son hostage. Tarnval has lost control. He must be stopped, but first, the Grandmaster needs help. Nadra Slaw upstairs will know more. Go, and good luck.
Helgana will soon be with her ancestors in Sovngarde. The vile Covenant soldiers of Soflome Cavern have seen to that. May the Lord, Mother, and Wizard watch her on her journey.
Honor to you and your house. What can I do for you? No, we'll need to take the information from the Vanguard. As I see it, you have two options. You could sneak into their barracks here in town, or you could assault their camp. You'll need a disguise to appear as one of the Vanguard. The sentry at the door is turning everyone else away. Once inside, try to stay out of sight. Speak to Kasha. I hear she might have what you're looking for. The Vanguard set up camp east of town. When Tarnval went to the spire, he took most of his troops with him. Those left behind won't like someone just wandering in. They're spoiling for a fight. Excellent. What have you decided? Good luck. Beware their blades. Even the inexperienced members of the Vanguard are deft swordsmen. Once you've found what we're looking for, get back here and report to Danu. She'll know what to do. Of course, I'll tell you anything I can. Tarnval Indoril left them behind after his talk with Grandmaster Drez. Our Grandmaster is the only one who can grant access to Tormented Spire. He must have agreed. Tarnval went that way. It's an ancient site of blood, magic, and power. Sadal, the brother of Strife, is held prisoner there. We think Tarnval wants to use the Coral Heart to free Sadal. He would unleash the monster on the Daggerfall Covenant. Each great house has its sphere of influence. Would you begrudge the Hlalu their merchant contracts? House Drez has done much to help civilize the less fortunate races. And besides, we are now forbidden to enslave our pact allies.
Avert your claws and stretch your tails.
Press that line!
This is never going to end, is it?
I've got my eye on you. My scales are dry with disappointment. You are correct. The Dark Elves of Kraganmore do not swim in the River of Humor. I came here to delve into a nearby tomb, but the soldiers prevent my entry. I heard a whisper of a sacred Dark Elf performance. Those who performed it splashed in the River of Humor, and the Dark Elves laughed. If you tread the dust of the tomb, will you seek the right for me? Don't eat any cooked trode, Lukiel. Just tell me everything you hear about the sacred performance, and ignore anything you hear about a secret society or a death sentence. Rumors say the performance required precision. Performing it incorrectly was punishable by death. A mysterious order protected the right, murdering anyone who performed it without care. Of course, I'm sure those are just rumors.
The look on your face. You've discovered where the Grandmaster's son is being held? Truly? The honored dead of Kraganmore have been interred in those tombs for centuries. They were built to honor the Daedra in the time of the Chimer. Well done indeed. That tomb complex will be well defended. Take care. The tomb is buried in the mountainside. There's a tunnel that will take you right to its entrance. You can find the tunnel by leaving Kraganmore through the western pass.